people asking me, people ask all the time, are you recording? And I say, yes, we record. Okay, so I just have a couple of messages for you. I'm very excited about today for two reasons. One, I'm excited that Stephen Seifert is coming as our mystery guest. And two, I have my Arizona shirt on because my nephew is the assistant head coach at the University of Arizona, and they made it to the Final Four, and they're playing tonight, and it is, my family is going berserk. Everybody is really excited, so I had to wear my Arizona shirt today. Anyway, my second reason, Stephen Seifert and Arizona. My third reason is that next week our theme is light and dark. And the reason it's light and dark is because we're missing Easter this week because we scheduled in Stephen Seifert. We take him when we can get him, and we missed him last year altogether. This is when he could come. So we're doing an early Mother's Day, and next week we'll do a little late Easter. Our theme is light and dark, and that makes me think of Easter, but also very exciting. Don Petty has given us his Sacred Hymns concert to be our mystery guest next week. So if you missed his Sacred Hymns concert, we're going to have access to that next Saturday, which is another very exciting thing. I do need song leaders. And I want to tell you that I appreciate my song leaders so much because they have been doing double and triple duty. I mean, Dennis, Carol, Carolyn, Lori Alsobrook, who's going to be a little bit late today, Jamie, who doesn't have her room back together and she's here to be a song leader. If you have it in you to be a song leader, please consider it. It's really good. Francie and Jane, I don't know how I forgot you, because they're always here too. Okay, so consider being a song leader, because without those song leaders, there is no jam. That's just a fact. So think about it. You don't have to be perfect. You really don't have to be perfect. With that, I'm going to start us off with our No Frills ladies. And let's see, buttons checked. Share. Okay, now I had a little trouble with this earlier, and I'm hoping that I have no trouble with it now that I've fixed my problems.
No Frills Plus, and today is Mississippi Sawyer Called at Every Single Jam Forever. Good song. Let's see how it changes from old school to new school. We're going to start out with the 1.0 version. 1, 2, 3, 4. All quarter notes. Let's do it. It's a fun song, but it really could use a little sprucing up, and so we're going to provide that for you right now. Good job. No Frills 1.0. Oh, it's not there anymore. All right, let's play that A part. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is really where it gets fun. Instead of the like that, we have some eighth notes going in, and this is how I hear fiddlers when they mess around with it. So I thought I'd throw little fiddle notes in here. And so here's how it sounds. 1, 2, ready, go. Let your thumb walk. Those fiddlers, they just want to fiddle around, and so here we have that happening there. So now we're going to play through the whole thing. A, B, B. And are you going to stick with the original, or are you going to play?
I'll stick with the original
Okay.
so people can see
That
that
they work together.
exactly.
That's something that
Exactly.
it happens all the time. When
Yeah.
you're not playing the same note I'm playing, it's okay. It
It's
all works.
okay.
Makes it
Folk
an arrangement.
music.
Yes,
Yes.
makes it work. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep going.
I really like that. I really like hearing how somebody who maybe is a beginner at jams can play, and the other people who are hot doggers can play.
Other stuff.
You don't have to be an expert to be part of the jam. I really like that.
Yeah, and that was the whole thought behind that first No Frills book. To get everybody into the jam,
Yeah.
and then you choose the level where
Yeah.
you are from that point on. And this is a song that you can. I did some other stuff.
You
during
did,
it,
you did,
and
and,
it's
that's
just,
what's fun. And it's fun for me playing the straight, standard, all quarter notes part,
and hear the other.
and hear the other part.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right?
I like that.
Well, yay. Well, all right. Well, I hope you did too, and we'll see you next time with another one.
I forgot we were recording.
Well, we missed priceless stuff. If I don't start the recording the second we sit down.
All right.
Oh, I love those ladies. They are so much fun. Now, this is you are going to see them again because they have a tune for us for our early Mother's Day, and I have to get rid. Let me just make sure the other one is right there. This is where I had trouble. I usually line up my videos, and I couldn't do that today. So this is the song Mother, Mother. It is capo 4, just letting you know that. Okay, here we go.
For Mother. M is for the million things she gave me. O means only that she's growing old. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for her heart of purest gold.
Hold on. Okay, you too? Nice.
E is for her eyes with love light shining. R means right, and right shall always be. Put them all together, they spell mother. A word that means the world to me.
When Lori told me that we were doing a Mother's Day thing today, she said, Pat, please revive the mother song. And I love it. It's so, so sweet. Okay, let me, I have to think about this. I have to get rid of that because we don't need that. I'm going to stop my share. And now we have a really special tune. Carolyn. And can you all see that? Can you see her now? Yes, okay, great. Carolyn's got a special song. This is an original, and it is another very special mother song. Okay, Carolyn.
All right, so I wrote this song for my mother, I think in 2012. In 2010, she was diagnosed with dementia. And she was living in Florida. I was up here. I would go down to see her about twice a year. And this one time I came back, I mentioned to Jeff, my husband, I said, I don't recognize her anymore. I hardly recognize her at all. So we sat down and wrote this song. It's quite sad. And as listening to the mother song that Lori did it, and mother, the person who means the world to me, that's in the first line of this song. When I was young, you were the world to me. So it's kind of a universal thing. And this guitar here, I remember like yesterday, shopping at the guitar store for this, and we didn't have a lot of money to buy a really nice guitar, but they splurged. My parents splurged. This is a Guild that was made when they were making them in Westerly, Rhode Island. It's still a beautiful guitar to this day. My mother's name was Josephine. When I was young, you were the world to me. You taught me the way life should be. Family and holidays and time by the shore. Now that I'm grown, I find I'm longing for that more. Memories for you are the hardest to lose. I miss who you were when I was young and confused. The years have been cruel, Mom, you've changed somehow. When I look at you, I hardly recognize you now. We lost our way as the years moved on. Family bonds were gone. What could you do? Your life was broken into. I know that you did the best you could do. Memories for you are the hardest to lose. I miss who you were when I was young and confused. The years have been cruel, Mom, you've changed somehow. When I look at you, I hardly recognize you now. If we had a crystal ball to see what our lives were destined to be. Would we rewrite the chapters of the stories of our lives to guarantee a final happy page? Now I sit here with your hand in mine, wishing I could turn back the time to the days when we lived as a family once more. Do you remember our lives from before? Memories for you are the hardest to lose. I miss who you were when I was young and confused. The years have been cruel, Mom, you've changed somehow. When I look at you, I hardly recognize you now. When I look at you, I hardly recognize you now.
Oh, Carolyn, that was breathtaking. Really, just you just write the most beautiful songs, and
Thanks.
we all appreciate you enormously.
Thank you.
So I'm sending a hug, big hug. I am. Let's see. I think I am putting us in. Hold on one second, Cindy. Just let me get myself squared away. I have to share my screen a different way for us to get back to. Okay, that it's hard to. That's a hard song to follow. I know for sure. But you girls can do it. You can just take us to another spot with Rock the Cradle Joe. Carolyn, thank you so much for that. Really gorgeous. Okay.
It's hard to follow that.
It's always
with
hard,
this.
yeah, it's always hard to follow Carolyn, but especially when we're going to do Rock the Cradle Joe.
Really?
So, but anyhow,
Okay, well, we're going to rock the cradle Joe anyway.
you ready?
Are you going to give an intro? Little intro.
Okay.
Always nice to hear those two instruments together. You just kind of play off each other. Thank you so much. We love you gals.
Oh,
We
thanks.
love being here. Thank
Yes.
you, Kat.
Well, like, great fun.
Okay, now we've got another. We're going up and down a little bit today. Now, the only thing I can say about this song, Jamie, is that you're not going to sing it because
No.
the words of this song are also very, very touching. Music is just so special.
It is, but I'll tell you what, this song though, I'm going to play it through the first time kind of sedately, but then the second time I'm going to pick it up a little bit and add some strums. And I'll tell you what, this song, it's got 3 parts. It's a Tull Glazner song, and he gave me permission a couple years ago to make a 3-part video with this. And the star of the song is actually the harmony part. It's the most fun to play, but it doesn't sound like anything if you don't have the melody with it. So I'll play it through, like I said, the first time, kind of sedate. Next couple times we'll go through it because there are no repeats. So I'm going to do it 3 times. But then we'll pick it up a little bit, and some of the strums from the harmony part will come through. And I suggest you check out Tull's website if you want to get a copy for like 3 players, because it's a lot of fun. So. Here we go again. Last time.
Loved it. I loved it. It was great.
Thank you. Doesn't always have to be somber. Yeah.
No, that's right. Well, now we've got Jamie has another one for us.
Now this one is an E minor, so we're going to need a capo at 1. So, and I'll tell you a couple things about this tab while everybody is slapping on their capo or digging it out from wherever you have it hidden. Now, I did write into this tab, there are 2 sections where there's an option if you have a 1.5 fret that the fingering is a little easier. So those small numbers written above the tablature on the 3rd line of the first page, the first couple measures, and then again on the 2nd page, the second from last line to the bottom. So actually when I play this, I like, even though I have a 1.5 fret, I like to play the tablature as it's written on the line for the first part. but when we get into the refrain, I kind of like the twang of the 1.5 fret there better. So a couple options for ease of play. And this is kind of it's a spiritual, and I will tell you one of the cool things about the song, there are a ton of people that have covered this over the years. Odetta has a variation that just will rip your heart out. It's so soulful. But Elvis, Richie Haven, Van Morrison, Billy Preston, Hootie and the Blowfish, Tom Jones, John Legend. I mean, everybody and their brother out there has done this song, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and start. We ought to have our capos on by now. Mine sounds ready to go. Now, I add a lot of strumming to this because this is one of those songs that you feel. So I'm going to play the intro twice before we get into the verse. And away we go. Again. The verse. Verse A. Back to the refrain. The outro twice.
Oh, thanks so much for that, Jamie. That was great. I've never heard that last part, the refrain, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on, we have Cindy. Stephen's not here yet, right? I'm checking.
Correct. He's not.
He's not. Okay, so just let me know when he gets here, because I'm trying to watch, but you know
Okay.
how that goes. Okay, and Jamie gave us a whole bunch of notes on this as a third page. So thanks, Jamie. Okay, and then Lori is not here because she's with her family. She'll be back later, and we'll pick her up later. So we're going to Carol. Carol said, "Oh, just jump in there."
All righty then.
Oh,
Mama Don't Lie. This one, of course, Mother's Day, and Mama always has the last say. So Mama Don't Lie, no guitar playing around here. If you look on the third line, there is a 1.5 fret that gives a nice little sound, if you don't have the 1.5 fret, you can just play a, let me see, I think just a 1. Let me make sure I did that right. You could either do 1 or 2. Yeah, 2. I would say 2. Do it 2. Anyhow. Yeah, if you don't have a 1.5 fret, replace that with a 2. So it would be 2, 1, 0 on that measure and the next measure as well. Okay? So both of those would be 2, 1, 0. If you have the 1.5 fret, nice little blues note there. All right, so here we go. Introduction. Mama don't allow no guitar playing around here. Mama don't allow no guitar playing around here. Change the words to anything you want. Let's do banjo. Mama don't allow no banjo playing around here. Mama don't allow no banjo playing around here. I don't care what mama don't allow, gonna play my banjo anyhow. Mama don't allow no banjo playing around here. We can change the fiddle. And here we go. Mama don't allow no fiddle playing around here. Mama don't allow no fiddle playing around here. I don't care what mama don't allow, gonna play my fiddle anyhow. Mama don't allow no fiddle playing around here. And of course you can do dulcimer playing. 1, 2, here we go. Mama don't allow no dulcimer playing down here. Mama don't allow no dulcimer playing down here. I don't care what mama don't allow, gonna play my dulcimer anyhow. Mama don't allow no dulcimer playing down here. And just play it this time too. Here we go. Mama don't allow. And we're going to play it anyway.
It's always fun, Carol. That's a fun song.
It is. And of course you get to put in all the words you want to put in there.
Yeah.
Think of whatever instruments. Kids always like that one.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
All right. Down to the river to pray. This one, of course, came from, it's an African American spiritual, believe it or not. But most of you probably know it from the movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And I think there are several recordings out there that are quite famous of this as well. So I'd like to start with an intro, and we'll just go through it. Here you go. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, let's go down. and who shall wear the starry crown? The Lord shall lead the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, mothers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down in the river to pray. All right.
Oh, thanks, Carol. You know, I never look at my phone, but I decided I needed to, and I have messages here from Stephen, and I'm just going to say that he's getting set up. Hope and Mom will be with me, which is
I
lovely.
hope so.
Ready in about 10 minutes. Now, this was
Okay.
at 2:18, so he's close. Might take a little longer, maybe not. We're still setting up, getting
Okay.
close. He says, when we finally hook up, if it dies, I have a secondary method. And if for some reason neither works, I'm 15 minutes away from home and I could just go home and do this. I have everything set up. So he's coming. He's just not here yet. And he's doing what I do, troubleshooting as he goes. So, okay.
Okay.
So you've got another song, Carol.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
can
good
do another
thing,
one,
'cause
yeah.
You can do the next one, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking you might wanted me to hold off, but I'll keep rolling.
I think we'll wait until we see what happens here. Okay.
Okay. All right. This next one is the West Virginia Hills. It is the state song of West Virginia. And of course, my mom and my dad and I were born in West Virginia, good old West Virginia. Huntington, West Virginia is where she was born, and so was I. So this one has a lot of significance. I went through Alzheimer's with my mom, and I could always redirect by singing songs. And this is one I'd sometimes sing. How Great Thou Art is the other one. But this one is one because she knew the West Virginia Hills song, the state song, so I could redirect sometimes her behavior with, oh, the West Virginia Hills. And she would chime right on in. So here we go. Thanking Dave for allowing us to have this and use this. This is from one of his, I think it's the Let's Jam book, the big white one. But anyway, so we thank him for allowing us to do this. Just a little bit of introduction. And how grand with their summits bathed in glory, like our Prince Emmanuel's flag. Is there any wonder still that my heart with rapture thrills as I stand once more above one's on those West Virginia hills? For the hills, beautiful hills, how I love those West Virginia hills. Therefore, sea and land I roam, still I think of happy home and our friends among those West Virginia hills. There's 2 pages, by the way, Pat. Whoop! If you get the next verse, flip. There you go. There you go. Sorry about that. All right, going back to the next verse. All right, oh, the West Virginia hills, where my childhood hours were passed, where I often wander lonely, and the future's tried to cast. Many are our visitors bright, with the future never fulfilled. But how sunny were my daydreams on those West Virginia hills. Oh, the hills, beautiful hills. How I love those West Virginia hills. If o'er sea and land I roam, still I think of happy home and my friends among those West Virginia hills. Oh, the West Virginia hills, how unchanged they seem to stand, with their summits pointed skyward to that great Almighty's land. Many changes I can see, which my heart with sadness thrills, but no charges can be noticed in those West Virginia hills. Oh, the hills, beautiful hills. How I love those West Virginia hills. If o'er sea and land I roam, still I think of happy home and my friends among those West Virginia hills. Oh, the West Virginia hills, I must bid you now adieu. In my home beyond the mountains, shall I ever dream of you? In the evening time of light, if my Father only wills, I shall still behold a vision of those West Virginia hills. Oh, the hills, beautiful hills. How I love those West Virginia hills. If o'er sea and land I roam, still I think of happy home and my friends among those West Virginia hills. All right. That's Mom's song.
That was a long song.
It is. It's got a lot of verses in it. I substituted a few words.
Well, I thought it was fabulous. Cindy, can you talk to me and tell me, is Stephen here? Well, we don't know. I asked him
No,
to tell
no, he's not.
he's
It's
not.
not?
I asked him to tell me if he's signing in on his name. So, and he didn't answer. But anyway, we're going to carry on. We're just going to keep going and see what happens. Dennis, can you believe it? Before the mystery guest. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Thank you, Dennis.
You're welcome. Okay, this is a song that I never ever played from tab before. Because I just play it. It just comes to my fingers. I don't know why, but now it's called Belfast City here, but it's apparently adopted from various other towns like London, like Dublin, and so the more general title might be I'll Tell My Ma, which is the first lines of the chorus. And it's kind of raucous, and it's intended to go extremely fast, but I'm not going to do that because we all have to follow along, right? All right. There it is. And then it goes. A little more reasonable pace. I tell my ma when I come home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. I tell my they pull my hair, they comb my comb, but that's alright till I come home. He is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. 'Cause Carton 1, 2, 3, tell me who is she? And a verse. Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock on the door and ring the bell. Tell me, oh you true love, tell me, oh true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her finger, bells on her toes. Old Johnny Murphy says he'll die if she doesn't get the fellow with the roving eye. I tell my ma when I come home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they comb my comb, but that's alright when I come home. He is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She goes courting 1, 2, 3, please would you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain blow, let the wind and the rain, let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as fine as apple pie, she'll have her own love by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma till she comes home. Let them all come as you will, it's Albert Mooney she loves still. Another chorus. I tell my ma when I come home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Comb my hair and comb my hoe, but that's alright when I come home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She goes courting 1, 3, please would you tell me who is she?
Thank you, Dennis.
Life around
Listen, you're
Belfast.
saved from having to do the next one because Stephen is here. His camera's not on. Stephen, you have to turn your camera on for us to find you. And I'm going to stop this share. Thanks, Dennis, so much. I don't mean to just jump over you. But let's see what we find here.
Well, that's fine because I get to catch my breath.
Yeah, well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. You're such a good sport.
And I'm so excited to hear Stephen.
I know, and I'm excited that his mom is here too. I believe. Let's see. Oh, he's got his camera on now, Cindy. Look at our favorite son. and his favorite mother. Oh, Nancy,
That's right.
It is so good to see you. It's actually so good to see you both. Oh my goodness. We are delighted to have
Hello,
you here.
hello.
Okay,
Well, thanks for having us.
yeah, well, I'm turning it right over to you. Everybody's waiting on the edge of their seats.
Good. Okay, well, good. Well, hi, everybody, and happy Easter weekend. I'm checking. It looks like I've got some volume here. I wonder if I turn that up. Check. 1, 2, check, check, check. Is that too loud? Does it
No,
sound
you're
okay?
just fine. We can hear you just fine.
Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. Well, this is my mom, Nancy Seifert. I'm Steve Seifert. and we're gonna just start off with a tune. I know you guys might have already played some of the ones we play, but we're gonna stick to what we play, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you guys, if we pick one you've already done, I want to encourage you to play it on the bass string with the same fret numbers. You could play it up high. Pretend you have a little dulcimer up here from 7 to 14, and you can pretend that 7 is your new O. So when you play the ending of a tune like 2-1-0, if you come up to the little dulcimer, that becomes 9-8-7. So 2-1-0 becomes 9-8-7. 7 is your new O, and then you just pretend you have a little dulcimer, and you've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5, 7. So we're gonna kick it off. What do you want to start with, Mom? What do you think?
You tell me.
Violin cabbage. We got to do that
good.
one a little bit. And if you already did it today, do it different.
You ready?
Yeah. Violin cabbage down, boys, turning more kids round. The only song that I can sing is violin cabbage down. I wish I had a nickel. I wish I had a dime. I wish I had a brand new car I could love and call it mine. Oh, bow them cabbage down, boys, turn them old cakes round. The only song that I can sing is bow them cakes. Go over to the bass, Mom. 2 on the bass. Here we go. There you go. Good work. I don't get bored of it. I don't know if people believe me.
Well, you
But
know, we never hear it sung, Stephen, so that was a treat.
I hope it was a treat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was a treat. And people are saying this so special. Thank you for making this happen.
Well, I'm glad we could. We've been here before on Mother's Day, but we can't do Mother's Day this year.
So we said we were going to accommodate you because it was
That's-
important for us to see you.
Well, it's good. Thank you, and it's good to do on Easter weekend. I think that's pretty great. We've got somebody in the room cleaning, and we definitely like that. So thanks for being here. It's no problem. Let's do another tune. So Mom's got all these tunes in her head, which I think is pretty neat. And yeah, and some days there's more in our heads than others, but today we're having a good day. What's another tune? Can you think of something?
Sure.
What about, let's do a little old Joe Clark.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it. Let's see. Let's do one that's kind of slow and swingy a little bit. 1, 2, ready, go. That sounds good. Let's do that again. A part. I like softening the first and third beats. Make the first and third beat softer. B part. Another B part. Soften the first and third beat. Soft, hard, soft, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud. Try playing on your bass and your melody at the same time with two different fingers if you want. Do another A part. Well, I went down old Joe's house, invited me to supper. I stubbed my toe on the table leg and stuck my nose in the butter. Farewell, 4, 3, 2. Old Joe Clark, open. Farewell, I say. Farewell, old Joe Clark, I'm not going away. Do another B part. Back to the A part. Well, I don't like that old Joe Clark. Tell you the reason why. He goes around the country stealing a good man's wife. B part. Do another B part and then we'll end it. There we go. Yeah, I like doing it like that, like it's a bluesy number or something. That's pretty good. That's right. What have you been up to, Mom?
Oh, they've been trying to get me back in shape so I can go back to my assisted living.
That's right. Now you guys are a bunch of kids, so you haven't had to deal with this yet. But we're here at a place they call rehab, and it's we got the good one. I don't know if you've ever dealt with this, but you know you might get the bad one, but we got the good one. So,
Well,
everybody
we're
says-
delighted to see you as well as you are, Nancy, and it is just so nice to see you playing the dulcimer. It's just
Thank you.
yes, it's just delightful. And that I liked Old Joe Clark with a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
And there's two things in there I've been trying to teach people. Not that you have to do them all the time, but one of them is this idea, you know, usually we just play loud all the time.
Yes.
But you can play, first of all, try playing medium all the time. That's number one. And the second thing you can try, and not all the time, just 60% of the time with fiddle tunes, just try softening beats 1 and 3. I used to say accent 2 and 4, but nobody seems to get that. If I tell them to soften beats 1 and 3, it seems to work. And if you just count with me, where you whisper 1 and 3 and you speak 2 and 4, just try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not easy. Put the ands in there. So you're going to whisper everything. That's a 1 and a 3. And everything else you'll say clearly. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So with my hand I'm doing that. Listen to this. 1 and 2 and 3. Listen to old Joe Clark with a soft ones. So anyway, that's just something to think about. I think that's neat. What was the other thing I thought about? Oh yeah, at the end when we put an A chord on there, you know, a 101. Try this out. Put a 6 on the bass and a 4 on the middle. 6 on the bass and a 4 on the middle. Now that's a C chord, kind of a weird C chord. 6 on the bass, 4 on the middle. Put your 4 right there with your ring finger. That'll work, that'll work. That's a C chord. And then in the very next 2 beats later, move that 6 on the bass to a 6.5. And that's where you might need a ring finger here on the middle. And put your index finger on 6.5. So now do the 6-4-0. Got a finger on 6. And then 2 beats later in the same measure, move that 6 to a 6.5. Like that. And then go open. So listen to this ending. Old Joe Clark, I'm a-gone away. I'm a-gone away. Well, people always argue about should there be an A chord or a C chord there, and that allows you to do both. It may not make everyone happy, but you might have double the pleasure. What else we got going on? What do you think? Can we remember the Gene Ritchie tune?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. I don't know how it goes, but I'm hoping she does. Oh, 2 4 2 4 2 0 4 7 5 7 0 2 4 2 1 0 1 0 4 7 9 8 7 4 5 7 5 4 0 2 4 2 4 2 open 2 1 0 0 1 0 4 7 9 8 7 4 5 7 5 4 0 2 4 2 1 0 1 0. Let's do it all again. 0 2 4. 7 5 7 0 2 4. Four, 7 9 8 4 5 7 5 0 2 4 2 1 0. Sounds good. 4 7 9 8 7 4 5 7 5 0 2 4. One more time through all of it. If you're not playing it, just try. Do another A part. B part. 9 8 7. Four, 7 9 8 7 4 5 7 5. That's good. What hymn is that?
That is the hymn that,
My Savior
yes,
shall supply.
my every need.
And Gene Ritchie called it what? Resignation, I think.
Oh, yeah, resignation.
So write that down. I mean, that's a good one. If you don't play it, resignation, but I think is what Gene Ritchie called it. And I learned it from Mom, and maybe she learned it from the hills of Kentucky, or did you learn that in Nashville?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't remember either. It could have been either one. I want to say it was Hills of Kentucky, but anybody
That's what
here
I
from HOKD? I don't know.
Stephen, we've got 79 people signed on today.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. And that's just a testament to how much everybody loves you guys.
Well, we love y'all too.
Yes.
And listen, if you're here and you don't love us, we can still get along. You know?
There you go. Good advice.
I almost think that's one of the things we should all foster with each other, you know. Well, I'm so proud of the dulcimer world, you know. We'll go to a festival and Heather, I'll have Heather with me, my wife, and we're going to a festival she's never been to, and she'll say, "What's it going to be like there?" And I said, "Well, there's a lot of different kinds of people, and we're all getting along, and we're all going to be eating and playing, and I think it's a good thing. You know, it's a real good thing. I love it." So, yeah, and that one can be a little tricky, but it just sits on the dulcimer so nice. I think it's just beautiful. You can play it up high without any problem. So put it on your list. Resignation. We've actually got 3 cameras here. I don't know which. I think this is the one we're supposed to look at, the little one.
Yeah, that's the one you just pointed to is the one. Yeah, there you go.
Let's give them a tune they can look up if they need to. What's another one? And we're trying to stick to older ones.
Okay.
Gray Cat on a Tennessee Farm. Hey, listen, if you don't play this, grab a pencil real quick and write this down. You remember that song, that country song, Write This Down? Just write this down. 457 987 457 210. Now I'm going to say it again because I know some of you thought you weren't going to write it down, but here it comes again. This is just 3 numbers for each one of those little phrases. 457 987 457 210. And the B part, 4210. Just pretend that's your new pen number. 4210. That's the first half of the B part. The second half of the B part is this: 424210. And you can connect the 42 where it looks like a staple. 424210. Now, just to get our brains refreshed, I'm just going to say the whole thing. 457 987 457 210 457 987 457 210. Sing it, Mom. 4422110 4242110 4210 42421. Now, many of you know it, I know that, but if you don't know it, you should play it. Nobody's going to complain, probably, if you hit a different note. Old time music sounds better when you don't all do exactly the same thing. The strums should all be a little different. You should be a little different than your neighbor, I think. Anytime I hear old time tunes where every note is exactly the same from person to person, where the strums are exact, it always sounds very suspect to me. I like it to sound like a family, which means a little bit noisy and a little bit rough around the edges. All right, let's try some of this Gray Cat. We're going to go slower and then we'll pick it up. And I do want to see your text, which I'll look at that stuff in a minute. Let me get rid of this and bring up, oh, look at all those people. Let's do a screenshot. Okay. And now I want to bring up the text, and let's play this Gray Cat slower and then a little quicker. 1, and we'll swing it. 1, 2, ready, go. 4. That's it. Do it again. Looking good. B part, a long 4. 2. Then a 1. Open. 4-2-4-2. 1. Do a B part again. 4-5-7 9-8-7 2-1-0. Soften your first strum. And you can your strings. We're doing it with a swing, and I'm softening beats 1 and 3, accenting beats 2 and 4, 4-2, 4-2. A part. Give it to the man who can, if he wills, to prosper in the valley of the Tennessee hills. B part. Big kit spin, little cat's eye. Little cat, don't you cry. I do love Easter eggs, show me where they're at. A little faster. I don't know who's watching this in the future, but whoever you are, you just learned a tune. 4-2-4. A part. Harmony there. See how we got quiet on that B part? Take it home, Nancy. Boy, that's a good one. I love thinking about that. Who's watching this in the future? It could be 10 years, 50, 100 years.
Was what a wonderful, it was wonderful that you play it so many times and we get the rhythm. Just great. Love it.
You know how when you ask your kids to have dinner with you and right after they eat, they're like, we got to go now. I mean, we all have done that kind of thing. I think you should sit at the table of each tune a little longer before you go to the next house.
Absolutely, yeah.
But to be fair, if you're playing it exactly the same way over and over, then after 3 times you are about done with it. That's why I like to do the harmony a little bit. I like to try different things. I like to sing, but not every time. And if you only know half a verse, just sing half the verse. You hear that a lot with old time fiddlers. They just, But let me remind you the strum I like to do a lot. The strum I'm doing with this swing right now, I'm moving back and forth to the beat, whether I'm hitting the strings or not. Check this out. I'm not even going to hit the strings. You can do this with me. Move your lips. Say this with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Imagine doing that, but not hitting the strings at all, but occasionally letting the pick hit. So you have this inward reality. 1 and 2. It's this inward rhythmic reality that you reveal to the world by allowing the pick to hit the string sometimes, but not all the time. So my favorite way to boil that down is, check this out. I move like that. 1 and 2 and 3. If you're moving with a swing, that hand stays out in front longer. 2 and 3 and 4. That's good. And 1 and 2. Try hitting outs only, but keep moving with a swing. And 2 and 3. So I leave the hand out in front longer. 1 and 2 and 3. Every once in a while, instead of only hitting that out, every once in a while let the pick do an out in. and then get back to doing the outs only. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Let me say it again. We're going to move the same. Most of the time you're only hitting the outs, but every once in a while you can do an out in or a group of out ins. Maybe 2 or 3 in a row. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep that hand moving. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So when I teach strumming, I teach that rather than to strum when the paper says to hit. That way, if you have a whole group full of people, they don't have to read or memorize the strum, and they can generate this where we're all together, but it's not exactly the same thing. And that's what I love about playing with Mom, is we don't have some memorized strum. We're just strumming, but we're still together, but we're different. And I like that. Boy, I talk a lot, don't I? Yeah, I've been watching these videos lately about how some of the most effective people learn how to not talk so much. And I thought, I don't know if I'm ready for that. All right, well, what's another tune you like? I'm thinking of some of your favorites. And we can give them a minute to look it up. How about, it starts with an S? Starts with the word sugar.
Sugar Hill.
Yeah, well, let's give them a second. Look up Sugar Hill. Now, Sugar Hill, if you look it up, I'm not sure. I know it's in my book. It might be in Dave Haas's book. Don't forget about Margaret Wright. I think she might have it. I'm not sure. And there's others. If I didn't mention you, send me a copy of your book. I'll send you something in return. But one of the chords in it is a B minor. Listen to this. B minor. Good job. Go to an A here. So that A part's got a B minor chord in it. And the B part's got one. Let's see. You can put a B minor in the B part also. Now some people when they play this they do a G chord, but let's just do B minors. I think it sounds pretty good. If you want to put a B minor with a 5 on the melody string, just put a 5 on the middle also. All right, here we go. Let's do a little Sugar Hill with a swing. It's going to start with an O, 1 on the middle. Here we go. O, 1, O, 2, 1, O. Here's that B minor. A chord, back to D. I'm softening beats 1 and 3. B minor. You can play a little louder if you want. A chord. Here's that B part. 2 to 4. Double 5s. I put a 5 on the melody, a 5 on the middle. We're going to pick it up after this. Double 5. 2 4. 1. 1. B part, 2 to 4. 2-4. A bunch of 5s. Ooh. That was good. Mom went to a 5-5-5 there. Look alive. 2 to 4. I'm looking to see whose head's moving. Cindy get a new dulcimer? We're gonna pick it up. 1, 2, ready, go. 2-1-0, 2-1-0, 1-0-1-0, 2-1-0, 1-2-1-0. A part. Come on, Laurie Alsabrook, move around a little more. One more. Go faster. If you wanna get your cup filled up, if you wanna get your fill, if you wanna get your cup filled up, go Sugar Hill. B part. One more B, Mom. 2 to 4. Take it home. Yeah, that's a good one. We like that one. Goodness, are you wore out yet? Are you or not? She's grinning. Let me see what I got here. Now listen, Pat, we were supposed to start at 1:30 and it's 2:30, so I don't know if we're in any kind of trouble here or what
You're
we need
in no
to...
trouble at all, Stephen. You stay as long as you want. We have an open hand for you.
Well, thank you. I'm looking through some of these messages. I'm reading an Old Pal Festival in Palestine last week was wonderful. That's true. That was good fun. And I'm seeing a bunch of people's names. Sanford, Florida. I wish I had gone to the German restaurant last time I was there.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
didn't. Let's see. What is this? I'm reading more, Mom. They said thank you and hello and howdy. Kelly Johnson said, I wish put tunes in my head. The best way I know to get tunes in the head is to be around them a lot, to listen to them a lot passively, but also to listen to them very actively and attentively. That's two different kinds of listening. And I think it's good to hum along with them, but not exactly. Listen to that idea. Hum along with them and not exactly. And I don't even think you should worry about humming the notes. I want them to hear this Over the Waterfall. We don't have to play it, but I want them to hear this. If you didn't know Over the Waterfall, a real good way to sing that the first time is yabba-dum-ba, yabba-dum-bum-bum-bum, yabba-dum-ba, yabba-dum-ba. Those aren't real notes. Yabba-dum-ba, yabba-dum-bum-bum-bum, yabba-dum-bum-bum-bum. So some of you really need to do this. Even if you're going to keep reading music all the time, there's nothing wrong with that. But push the music aside, put on a recording of it. And you kind of just speak the rhythms over and over until you're doing this. There's no notes there. I guess I should say there's no pitch. It's just all rhythm. Can you do that? Just sing it. Let's just sing the B part. Yeah, like you should be able to do that to a tune you want to learn over and over without being worried about the pitch. You're just getting the rhythmic phrases and stuff, and you should submit to the repetition of it and be convinced that you don't need to copy it. And then if you want to start singing the notes, fine, or not, but you've now built a mental model in your head, which is huge. It's something you can hang everything else on for the rest of your life for that tune. You can learn it by ear. You can read it on a paper. But I think your first experience should be passive listening, where you're just washing the dishes. Active listening, where you're singing along or mumbling along, until you feel a foggy, incomplete mental model establish itself. And then you're ready to start learning the tune, I think. You've always been good about kind of humming the tunes. And we don't always hum the right notes, but we get the rhythm, more or less, you know. What do you think about that?
I like it.
That's the right answer. That's funny. How are we doing? Let's see. That's funny. I know I like to teach a little because I want y'all to enjoy yourselves more. And I've got it in my head that I can help you do that. Let's see. Thanks for sharing the calendar. I will be at Buckeye, and they've got an online element and an in-person element. So check out Buckeye Dulcimer. Look for Buckeye Dulcimer. It's just north of Columbus, a hair, I think. Just outside of Columbus. Kelly plays with a feather. I think I know that about you, Kelly. Let's see. What else we got, Mom? Let's see. Candler was a good time. That's true. Laurie Alsabrook sent strawberries out with me and Heather, and those were delicious. You know. Becky says, I love Nancy looking over at you while you play. Sometimes she's watching me to know where we're at, and that's why I'm watching her. Susan says, Nancy is such an inspiration. Let's see. I'm not going to read them all. I'm about to the end. Let's see. All kinds of stuff here. Jan says, thanks. What fun.
Stephen, I'll copy these chats and send them to you.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
Well, now I'm all caught up. So can you guys give us a request? Somebody mention a tune we can do? Mom is good at being put on the spot. I think that one of our strengths is we don't mind being bad at something in front of people. But sometimes we're really good at things in front of people.
They're asking for her Universe song. Remember you, Way Beyond the Universe?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to tune to DGD. It's a melody Mom wrote. You got to have a 1.5 to do it, which I don't have. So I'm going to have to figure something out. But she played it. You originally wrote it in D-A-D, but played it in G. So she had a D drone, but it was like she was in the key, but she's playing the melody in G. So yesterday we actually played through this. listen to. I think the dulcimer's been really good for you in here. You know, kind of getting you back on the road, as it were. Why'd you write this? When did you write this? Do you remember?
Well, it's been a long time.
You had just started playing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have I'm gonna tune us again. I knew it would take a minute. She wanted to get a dulcimer, and for her first dulcimer, I was playing with David Schnaufer, and he didn't have a 1.5. And she said, should I get a 1.5 or not? And I just remember saying to her, well, I don't use one, but do you want one? And she said, I kind of do. And I said, well, go ahead and get it. That was her first dulcimer. And that's what I still tell people. And she started writing these little tunes. She'd get home from work and write a little tune. She was working in Cincinnati. And so what's this one called? Way Beyond the Universe. And I think we played it for y'all one time. So we start on a 3. Let's see what happens. Go to a 1.5 here. I'll get it. Back to 3. 0, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 6. 4. Go to 3. 0, 3. Now go to a 1.5. 7. 1.5. And then a 2, 3. All right, let's play it a few times. 3. Beyond the universe. You can do a 6 on the middle at home. The mom's on a 1.5. I need you to figure that out at home. 6 on the middle instead of 1.5. 3. Now go up to 6. 7, 6. There we go. 3. 6 on the middle, you go to 1.5. 7, 6, 5. 3. Open. 1.5. Up to 3. Sing it. That's it. One and a half. 7, 6, 5, 3. is a happy place where love and life abound. Play one more time. 3, 4, 5. 1.5. 3. Up to 6. 3. 1.5. 7, 6, 5. 1.5. That's good. Yeah, that's neat. Somebody wrote that out. Cindy, was it you or somebody did? We can't remember all the words, but way beyond the universe, way beyond the moon, way beyond the deep blue sea, way beyond the stars. I'm messing it up. Way beyond the something, and then way beyond the something is a happy place where love and life abound. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good tune. Well, let's do one everybody knows. Let's get back to DAD. Go ahead there, Pat.
Well, I was going to say they suggested Blackest Crow or Farther Along.
Mom, do you want to do one of those or a different one?
What was the first
Shortening Bread.
No.
I'm just reading them off of the list here.
Shortening Bread,
What was that other?
the Blackest Crow, and then the other one was
Farther Along.
Farther Along. Do you play that? Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Farther Along. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There she goes. One more time through all of it. More chorus. Sing it, sing it. Farther along, we'll go along bound. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. Tag it. We'll understand it one. All by and by. Do a G chord. And then a D chord. And you can hit the last note. All of them. There it is. That's a good one. Yeah. What do you think of all that?
That's a lot.
Now we're announcing here, this is a world's first announcement. We're gonna play non-stop around the clock. 24 hours a day. And we're gonna try to break the world record. What tune are we gonna do? Is this a bad idea? Okay.
You're
Not
going to
great.
wear her out, Stephen? Is she shaking her head yes?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
You know, I want y'all to know that when I got interested in dulcimer at the age of 16, of course I was in high school, and then I played until I was, I had just turned 17. And then the next fall I went off to college and turned 18. And I think you started playing dulcimer maybe when I was 21 or 20.
I'm not sure.
Somewhere right in there. And I'm 52 now. I was born in 73, if you're doing the math. I was born in 73. I started playing when I was 16. I know I went to college before I turned 18, and then right after I left, I turned 18 in September. And I met David Schnaufer when I turned, I met him before, but I really got to know him starting right as I turned 21. And Mom started playing sometime around there. I don't remember. Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
We had the little dog, the black and white dog.
I went to the hills of Kentucky.
Yeah, that's right. Without telling me, she went to the local dulcimer club and kept it a secret. What did you go in and tell them?
Well, just told them who I was.
No, but you told them, but you didn't tell me. And one day I was in the kitchen with my dad, and I heard dulcimer playing in the other room, and that's where the stereo was. And I thought, is that me? Is that a recording of me they're playing? And I went in the other room, and she had a big grin on her face. And I said, what are you doing? Do you remember what tune you played?
Well, let's see. Had to be one I knew very well.
It must have been Bob and Cabbage or something. But you'd already been going for a month or more.
Oh, I don't remember Steve.
I don't either. One thing's for sure, we all don't remember a lot, and it's hard to tell why you don't remember. But we all don't remember a lot of things. But that was really exciting. And then it wasn't too long after that. I don't know if she'd been playing a year or less, and we went to the Ohio Valley gathering. And what do you remember what I asked you? Right before I went up on stage.
No.
I said, do you want to play on stage with me? You know, I think I was going up on stage in front of everybody. There must have been at least 150 people there, if not more. And she didn't seem worried about it. And I said, look, just keep playing the same thing over and over, and I'll do fancy stuff, and it'll all work out. And she said, okay. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? And we got up there and we pulled it off. It worked out. I thought that was pretty good. I think we got time for one more tune here. Let me see. I was going to keep up with all this. If you want to send Mom a card, let me read.
Oh,
Yeah, that we would like an address.
All right, hang on. I'm going to get it. It's got, they put it on everything. Here we go. Now listen, if you're dangerous and you come here, we know how to take care of you. Okay? So here's the address. Can you see that, Pat?
Yes, we can see it. Nancy Seifert, Adams Place, 1927, Memorial Boulevard, Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro.
Okay, Tennessee 37129. That's hard for me to say because my maiden name was Murphy.
Oh my!
And that's what I want to say, Murfreesboro, but no.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
we've got it.
And listen,
thank you.
that you don't need to send any pies or anything, but I want you to know this. When Mom was in the hospital, they were going to let her go, and then she got a heart arrhythmia. And she had heart arrhythmia for like a day and a half. And one day I walked in there with a little chess pie that I had bought up at this local bakery, and they said the nurse said the moment I walked in there with that pie that her heart went back into proper rhythm. I know it wasn't the pie, it was me, right?
Yes,
That's right. So make sure you remember, you can affect people. These dulcimers, you guys, it's a great thing for you to be learning dulcimer. You're putting things in your head that matter. Whether you think you're a fancy player or not. It's really good for us. I think music is as simple as walking and drinking water and taking a nap on a pretty day. Music is not something extra. I think it's supposed to be happening.
Yeah.
Did you tell them this about my new dulcimer?
Well, she's got a new dulcimer from my dulcimer builder's competitor.
Ah,
So funny.
Oh no!
This is
I'll take it.
a new harmony.
This is a new harmony. Now we've got a David Beatty on order, but this thing's been fantastic, and it's really sounds good. And that's all I'll say. And I like, I picked one out for Mount Dora before anyone got there. That was a year ago, right?
Oh, was it?
Wow, you've had this a year?
I didn't think so.
That's crazy.
It's a beautiful dulcimer.
Well, let's do your favorite tune and we'll wrap this up. We're going to do Mom Likes
What?
June Apple. So if you know June Apple, it's an A tune on the fiddle, but we're going to do it in D.
Ready?
This is your fanciest one in a way. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thanks, Pat, for putting this together, and we'll end it here with June Apple. Kick it off, Mom. That was perfect. A part. Wish I was June apple hanging in a tree, and every time a possum passed it'd take a bite of me. Take one, Nancy. Take it home. There you go. Good job.
Thank you, Sarah.
Wonderful job. Wonderful. Nancy, it is so good to see you and hear you. I can't even begin to tell you what a delightful afternoon this was. Everybody is saying that. And I'm going to copy these chats and I'm going to send them to you.
Thank you. That's great.
Now that I have your address, Nancy, I'm going to send them to you.
Yeah.
And Stephen, thank you so
pleasure.
much. I know you put yourself out to come, and it is just wonderful for us. You know.
Well, it's wonderful for me. You might wonder why I keep laughing, but I'm one of those guys, when I get a little emotional, I laugh. But I it's not me laughing, really.
Well,
It's
Really crying.
I'm trying to keep
we said you're a treasure. You're both a treasure to us, and
Well, you're a treasure.
Yes.
Hey, this send in the music thing. Can you, all these years, is it 5 or 6? now?
6 years. Yeah.
And sometimes you need clowns. And
Oh
sometimes,
my goodness.
well, I mean, that's the type, right? Send in the clowns, that
Yeah.
song.
Send,
And
yeah.
sometimes you need music.
Well, yeah, it's been a surprise to me that we've lasted this long, but we've had 250 some odd mystery guest presentations. I mean, the dulcimer community has been wonderful and generous to us, and
That's
we
great.
appreciate and love you guys so much.
Well, you guys are all better for investing your time in this kind of thing. So thank you very much. We're going to wrap it up here.
Yes.
And Pat, we'll see you
Yeah.
all later. Thanks
Yes,
for coming.
thank you so much. Kisses to you both.
Bye.
See
Yeah.
you later. Bye-bye, guys.
Okay, I'm putting you guys back on the, let me see. I'm trying to get, there you go. Back. We're a little bit over time, but you know what? I have to tell you, I loved every minute of that. I'm so glad that you were all here with us and that we got to celebrate together. Dennis, I'm sorry you didn't get to finish your songs, and Lori too, you know what? We'll catch up next week. Okay? Far better that we did what we did, for sure. Listen, be safe. Next week, I need song leaders, light and dark. We're doing our Christmas, listen to me, our Easter celebration, and Arizona better win tonight. Take care, you guys. I'm going to stop the recording.